Hi, hello, I am Gunnar Matheson, the stylish millennial. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not new, hey, how you doing? You look good. How you mama now? We're talking about the color of the year. I just realized that we haven't really talked about that. I'm slipping. My apologies. That's all me. Your individual style can tell a lot about what you value, how you perceive yourself, as well as the life you want to manifest. As a personal stylist, I advise my clients on a 70-30 ratio when it comes to us working together to curate their wardrobe. And what I mean by that is 70% of their wardrobe is going to be tied to their two dominant styles, because we normally have two, sometimes three, but more often than not we try and break it down to just those two. And it's going to be something like, the glam, the chic, the edgy, the boho, the more classic, preppy, that those personal styles. 70% of your wardrobe is going to be made up of that, because those reflect your core values. The other 30% is where the magic happens. This is where we get to play with different colors and bring those into our traditional color palette, where we are playing with different textures, where we're even incorporating some trends, some unusual and experimental pieces that add those pops and that spice to your closet. I think of it kind of as a relationship. You want 70% of your relationship to be founded on your core beliefs, your values, your ethics, how you see and view your finances, what charities you want to donate to, how you guys want to do life together, and you have those things in common. And then the other 30% is that spice, that sauce. So the closet is very similar to that way. And seeing as we're talking about the color of the year, this is going to fall into that 30%, because the color of the year, I think, is going to be a great way to add that spice, that fun, saucy, playful side to your core wardrobe. So let's talk about Viva Magenta. Each year, Pantone, a business best known for its unique color matching system, releases a color of the year. And for 2023, they released a color called Viva Magenta. And I'm going to read this direct quote here because it gives some of the background as to what this color represents and why they chose it. Rooted in the primordial Pantone 18-1750, our Viva Magenta, reconnects us to original matter. Invoking the forces of nature, it galvanizes our spirit, helping us to build our inner strength, says Latrice Eisman, who is the executive director of the Pantone Color Institute. I have seen this color described as a new animated red that just exudes pure joy. It's a color that encourages experimentation. And somewhere I read that the perfect descriptor of this word is boundaryless, because it's very fluid. It seems like it might be more pink, more red, have red with purple undertones, pink with red and purple undertones. So it's intermingling and commingling with many different things. And I think that's really great. And I think that fluidity is what encourages the experimentation with this color, and why I think it has a place in so many wardrobes, even with more neutral or maybe cool tone color palettes. I think this is going to be a great color because you can incorporate this, and it's going to play off maybe some of the purple undertones in it. It may play with more of the pinky undertones in it. It may pull from more of the red undertones in it, and it's still going to work across your color palette in a really bright and fun way. So suffice to say, Viva Magenta is a color that is, whiplash causing. But if you're worried that this is going to be like really loud and overbearing, I want to give you a couple, like 2 or 3 ways to incorporate it in small doses that will still add those pops, allow you to experiment without feeling like it's overwhelming or can feel like it's, maybe too much for you. So let's talk about it. I'm going to discuss 3 areas, primary, secondary, and tertiary, where we can incorporate this color. And the primary area, of course, are actual clothing items. The primary focus where I would encourage you to experiment with this color is in your clothes. As this is a bold and eye-catching color, choose a sweater, or something in this shade. A pair of satin cargo pants in this beautiful berry shade adds a bright spot to the winter landscape and plays well with many colors. Now, if you want to keep all eyes on you, I would pair these cargo pants with something like a deep purple bodysuit. That way, some of the purple tones are going to play with the purple in the bodysuit. Or if you feel like maybe that's a bit much and you want to balance the intensity of those cargo pants, I would look for like a mock turtleneck sweater in a dove gray, or maybe a nice creamy beige. That's always a good option. Adding this bright hue in a way that feels familiar can also be something as simple as swapping out a standard piece. Instead of pairing your go-to flares with a neutral top, try pairing it with this pullover here that's in varying shades of magenta. The denim of your favorite jeans is going to keep the look feeling grounded, while the new color and print is going to breathe fresh air into a standard outfit. As I've stated, this color is not for the timid, so I say go big and go all in something like this pleated maxi dress. This beautiful embroidery adds additional detail which further draws the eye in, and depending on where you are, the temperature might still be cool, so the long sleeves and the maxi length are still perfect for this time of year. And if you just work in an office or you're perpetually cold, kind of like me, you can add tights underneath it for an additional layer of warmth because of the length. Okay, so the primary place to incorporate Viva Magenta was your clothes. The secondary place to incorporate this are your shoes. Now, if you want to stick to a monochromatic look, such as all black, classic, or, varying shades of gray, I would suggest you incorporate something like these platform ankle boots. The hidden platform is going to make it easier to walk in these, and this gold glitter chunky heel, it adds an element of fun and just kind of playfulness while still maintaining the chic overall look to your ensemble. If you want a more manageable heel without sacrificing color, I would add these Kate Spade kitten heels to your online shopping cart. The thin bow on the side is going to add an element of whimsy, as well as the pointed toe is a classic silhouette that can be worn with everything from jeans to trousers to dresses. Sometimes you don't want to be bothered with a heel at all, I get it, and that's where these smoking flats come in clutch. This borrowed from the boys look is absolutely gorgeous, and it allows you to bring in the color of the year. Now it's got this floral scrolling on the toe, which brings even more visual interest to an already saturated color. And if you're going to go for something like this, I would recommend keeping the rest of your outfit just very simple and neutral, like a crew neck sweater, or another simple V-neck pullover, dark colored jeans or trousers that don't have any other detailing, because you really want these shoes to shine. If you are a sneakerhead, don't feel out, don't worry, I got you. Sneakers are a closet staple, and for good reason. These Reebok Classics can be worn with anything from loungewear to elevated casual pieces. Now, and this color is going to add some oomph to anything from like a simple lounge set, or if you want to go ahead and amp it up with like a simple button-down shirt and a midi skirt, this style of shoe and this color is still going to elevate that outfit. Now, we've talked about the primary way to incorporate this color is in your clothes. Secondary is your footwear. Now we're going to talk about the tertiary or third way, accessories. That's right, we value statement accessories around here, so let's get into it. Now, since it is still winter, add pops like with something as simple as a scarf. This is boucle. I love a nice boucle. This one will look great draped over like a dark trench coat, or if you have a solid colored puffer jacket. Knot that around there, layer it underneath it, but still kind of keep the throat open so you can see that on display. And because one, this is absolutely gorgeous, and two, I'm always thinking of how to make a complete look out of this, I would say create an outfit that plays off of every color in this, in the scarf. So something like a navy blue pleated skirt, dark textured tights, and then a cropped, I don't know, like a cropped alpaca sweater that's maybe this kind of beigey, warm winter white color, and then put it all together with either those Reebok classic sneakers, or me, I'm a boots gal, so I'm probably gonna go with like my classic Doc Martens, something like that. But using this scarf and all of the colors in it, this scarf is a look in and of itself. And depending on how tall you are, how long or short your torso is, as I said, I'm hobbit size, so a lot of stuff drapes long on me. I would almost use this like a pashmina, drape it over you, belt it at the center, throw some tights underneath it, and move out smartly. And that is like your full statement piece. You've got it to keep you warm. And come on, it's another fun way to incorporate this scarf into your entire look and make it the look. Now, if you want a more low-key way to incorporate this color, pop on this cocktail ring by Kendra Scott. The gold is a nice metal that's going to be daytime or evening wearable, and the color, it's bright, it's punchy, it's going to bring attention to it. What I would do to really set it off is pair it with dainty stackable rings on the other fingers. That way the color and size itself gets to really take center stage without seeming overpowering, because the rest of it are going to act as nice kind of supporting characters to this overwhelming but not overpowering cocktail ring. I don't think I explained that well, but you get it. It's noticeable, it takes center stage, but you don't want to leave the rest of your fingers naked. Add the stackable rings, they're all going to play well together. Okay, the next accessory is going to be our headwear, and that's going to be in headbands. You can find these in the simple scrunchy crushed velvet ones in this magenta color, or you can find the puffy embellished ones. I love the puffy embellished ones. I think they're gorgeous. Many of them come adorned with rhinestones and different crystals, as well as pearls. I think it's a great way to add elements of luxury and glam to an everyday look. It's a simple way to incorporate that color, and if you really want to, like if your style is more glam, just really go for it. I would add the embellished puffy headband to a textured sweater dress. I'd also throw on like a body harness, but that's just me. No, we're going to flesh out this full look. Puffy headband, textured sweater dress, harness belt, and then those smoking flats that I mentioned earlier in the video. So you've got some more tough industrial elements with that harness belt, but you've got the luxurious glam feeling elements of everything else with those flats and the headband. So, but yeah, we're focusing on the headband, but again, my mind is going to creating an entire outfit. The words used to describe the 2023 color of the year I've seen have been audacious, joyful, and expressive. And as a personal stylist, that's what I want. That's what I want for all of my clients. I want them to have their wardrobe so curated and so dialed in to their personality and their values that they take those bold, audacious steps towards living out their dreams and creating the lives they want. So this color and this entire energy around Viva Magenta absolutely resonates with me and what I hope to bring to my clients every day. I want them to have pieces. I want them to have an entire wardrobe that they love, that fills them with delight and not dread, that fills them with joy and, not jitters or nervousness or anything. So I want this color. I want everyone to find a way to incorporate this color, as I said earlier in the video, because it's going to have different bases that play with different colors. It can be more purple based red, pink based purples, just animated reds is how I heard it described one way. This is going to play across different spectrums. So find a way to incorporate this. I think this is going to work with a variety of skin tones and undertones, as well as color palettes. And I want to see Viva Magenta be the energy that we all carry throughout 2023. That's what I have for you today. As I said, I'm the stylish millennial, Gunnar Matheson. Do you have any pieces already in this color? Are you thinking about incorporating it? If so, what do you like? Me, those smoking flats. I haven't pulled the trigger on them yet, but I think I'm gonna have to pretty soon. Getting tired of trying to talk myself out of them. I think they're gorgeous and they're practical. They go with like everything. But yeah, do you have any feelings or any thoughts about the color of the year? What Pantone came out with this year compared to the last few years that I feel like have been kind of duds. This one I feel like they stepped it up much more. So leave your thoughts and questions in the comments, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.